Dear Father, in Yeshua's name, Father, the best known my family, all socials, enemies, and strangers, will strengthen the powers to defeat Satan. Overcome whatever obstacle and place down power to defeat our enemies. Please set us all for us going danger, space, place, deception. Dear Father, in Yeshua's name, Father, the Holy Spirit, fill this name, Father, let your work be done, Father. Please cancel the plans of the enemy, Father, cast every demon, devil, evil spirit from among us, Father, please cast Satan out of this land. In Yeshua's name, I pray now. Hallelujah. Okay, today our Father's talking about don't know. Talking about uncertainty. You know what I'm saying? When you don't know what's going to happen next, don't bust your brain trying to figure it out. Let God work it out for you, period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? And walk with Him step by step, and you'll make it. Okay? Prayer changes things. You all don't forget that. Prayer changes things. This is Psalm 77 that I'm going to read first, and this is talking about uncertainty, when people don't know what's going to happen next. Okay, this says, I cried unto God with my voice, even unto God with my voice, and He gave ear unto me. In the day of my trouble I sought the Lord. My soul ran in the night and ceased not. My soul refused to be comforted. I remembered God and was troubled. I complained and my spirit was overwhelmed. Selah. See, all you gotta do is listen to the words. People feeling overwhelmed today because they don't know what's gonna happen next. Thou holdest mine eyes waking. I am so troubled that I cannot speak. I have considered the days of old, the years of ancient times. I call to remembrance my song in the night. I commune with my own heart, and my spirit made diligent search. Will the Lord cast off forever, and will He be favorable no more? Is His mercy clean gone forever? Doth His promise fail forevermore? Have God forgotten to be gracious? Have He in anger shut up His tender mercy? Selah. And I said, this is my infirmity, but I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High. I will remember the works of the Lord. Surely I will remember the wonders of old. See, sometimes we need reminders in order to, keep us going. That's why it's saying I will remember. I will meditate also of all thy work and talk of thy doings. See, when you get to a point where you start feeling uncertain, that's the time to meditate too. You see what I'm saying? Calm your spirit, calm your mind. Thy will, God, is in the sanctuary. Who is so great a God as our God? Thou art the God that doeth wonders. Thou hast declared thy strength among the people. Thou hast with thy arm redeemed thy people, the sons of Jacob and Joseph, Selah. The water saw thee, O God, the water saw thee. They were afraid. The depths also were troubled. The clouds poured out water. The skies sent out a sound. Thine arrows also went abroad. The voice of thy thunder was in heaven. The lightnings lightened the world. The earth trembled and shook. Thy way is in the sea, and thy path in the great waters, and thy footsteps are not known. Thou leadest thy people like a flock, by the hand of Moses and Aaron. Hallelujah. Okay? You always got to pay attention to the words. Look, it says in verse 19, it says, Thy way is in the sea, and thy path in the great waters, and thy footsteps are not known. Meaning, you can't see God, huh? You see what I'm saying? So it's going to be hard to be able to follow Him. You can't see Him, man, so you actually got to feel Him. Which means you got to bond with Him, man. You got to counsel with Him. If y'all want to get clarity today, that's what this is talking about. Listen, clarity is what's going to overpower the uncertainty, the doubt, and the fear. That's what people are facing today, those who don't believe enough. There are people that believe enough, and that are okay, because they're walking on faith and not by sight. They know God got them. But there's people that, don't believe enough, and, they're facing a lot of doubt and fear today. And people got to understand that one way or another, you get to a point where you be walking on faith and not by sight. You don't know what's going to happen next. You see what I'm saying? That's the time where you really got to hold on to God. That's the time where you really got to counsel with Him. You see what I'm saying? Let Him enlighten you. Let Him bring you clarity. And clarity means He going to tell you what's going on. You see what I'm saying? God will reveal, you see what I'm saying, what's going on to you. Talking about that today in the Bible too, Revelations. The only thing is you got to brace yourself for it. You got to be ready for that. And then you got to increase your faith. Let me just tell everybody that right now. You got to work on increasing your faith, because there's going to be times where you're going to be walking on faith and not by sight. You see what I'm saying? And that's not easy to do. And it can be, you know what I'm saying, a scary feeling to people that's not used to it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. It can put you in fear, man, not knowing, you know what I'm saying, what's gonna happen next, because it's like you don't have no control over what's going on. That's the time when you gotta put it in God's hands. Whenever you feel like you're not in control, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you put it in God's hands, because you don't just let it be. You know what I'm saying? Things will turn out even worse. You got to put it in God's hands. You got to put it in somebody's hands that's reliable, that you know can actually help you. And me personally, that's God first. But then if you got loved ones too, allow them to help you as well. You see what I'm saying? Allow them to help you make it through what you're going through. Because, you know what I'm saying, that's what we all here for. That's what God is here for. Period, point blank. That's the time to really, you know what I'm saying, get what God gives your loved ones and hold on. I ain't gonna tell you all no lie. That's the time, man. When times get hectic and things get thick and it get too real, that's the time to hold on to God. That's the time to hold on to your loved ones. That should teach every last one of you all, every last one of us. It has taught me already. You know what I'm saying? To hold on to God, hold on to my loved ones, those that I can really rely on. Those that I can't rely on, I can't trip on, to be honest with you. Seriously speaking, because it don't make a difference. So it's no use in being, you know what I'm saying, hateful, ignorant. None of that, man. If they can't help, they just can't help. I'll be honest with you. You just got to find out who can help. And me personally, like I said, that's God first. And then he'll place people in your life that can help you. But you got to be aligned with God. You see what I'm saying? Because this is one of them days, man, where the devil try to snatch everything from up under you. You see what I'm saying? To see what you're going to do about it. You know what I'm saying? That's when you got to start doing things like Job, man. You got to start having the faith of Job, I'm telling you right now. Because you'll get double for your trouble. Listen, man, you never lose with God, huh? Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing right, man, you ain't losing with God, man. So anything that's being removed is supposed to be removed. You just don't, the thing about it is, you just don't know what he's going to replace it with, how he's going to replace it. And you got to leave that up to God. That's what walking on faith and not by sight means. You got to let God work things out. He's divine. So even if he was to tell us how he's going to work things out, it wouldn't make sense to us. You see what I'm saying? That's why God asked us to have faith in him. There's going to be times you're going to be walking on faith and not by sight. Period, point blank. So increase your faith for those times. That's all I'm telling anybody. Whether you believe or not, whether you like it or not, there's going to be times you're going to be walking on faith and not by sight. You're not going to know what's going to happen next. Those are the times where you got to have undeniable maximum faith. And you'll make it through. Ask me how I know. I faced those times more than you can imagine. Several times. And I made it through. Lord knows I did. Trust me when I tell you that. You know what I'm saying? That's because I was persistent. I was dedicated. You know what I'm saying? I was determined to make it through. And nothing or nobody was going to stop me. And that's how I made it. That's how you all going to make it. Period, point blank. So, hope you all take heed of that. Hope you all get peace another day. Hope y'all not have a small put out problem. Do what you got to do. In Yeshua's name. Hallelujah.